Boxing Truth here. Was able to catch the Sullivan Barrera Slava Shabranskyy fight. Just some post-fight thoughts. Just when I finished watching the fight, and it was a very good, mostly one-sided fight. Would have considered it a fight of the year because it was mostly Sullivan Barrera dishing out the ass whooping. Slava Shabranskyy just got totally trashed by Andre Ward leftovers, but I wasn't able to make a prediction vid for this fight. Just didn't have the time. But I wish I did. I was going to pick Barrera before the fight. I picked Barrera, but I'm not gonna be able to get credit for it because I didn't make a vid. But it's all good. But I was leaning towards Barrera. There's been some hype, little hype about Slava Shabranskyy. Some people were high on him. They felt he was a monster, but I didn't see too much of Shabranskyy. I only saw one fight of his, and from that performance, I couldn't really see what some people have said about him, that he's but perhaps a potential world beater. I just didn't see it. I just saw a solid guy who was very strong, which he showed tonight. But he's as soon as the fight started, I knew Barrera was gonna win the fight because immediately right away, like seconds into the bout, Barrera exposed the trash defense Slava Shabranskyy has. I mean, Shabranskyy just can't defend himself. Was wide open for pretty much every punch in the book. Counter right hands mostly, but left hooks, jabs, straight up the middle. He's so vulnerable with shots up the middle. The overhand right, you can't miss with it. And especially if you counter him, you can never miss with him. You could also hit him to the body. Just everything about Shabransky's defense is just, it's got holes all around. You can expose everything. You can pretty much unleash your whole arsenal on Slava Shabranskyy. He just doesn't know how to defend himself. And he was getting popped immediately as soon as the fight began, cleanly with hard jabs and hard right hands. And you could just see that Barrera, it was going to be Barrera's night. There was a slight scare in the second round. Slava landed a good uppercut. He showed his power in this fight. He showed that he's a dangerous guy. He's got a trash defense, but he's a dangerous guy. He's got good power, strong, biggest health of the division. But Barrera throughout the fight showed that he was just a better fighter. He was a better boxer puncher. He was more defensively responsible. He was the better counter puncher. He was doing some good things in there. He was giving, not only giving Slava an ass whipping, but a little bit of a boxing lesson too. He would step back and counter him, step back and pop him with the jab down the pipe, doing it throughout the whole fight. And as the fight progressed, Barrera was starting to get more and more confident, and you could see the end was near by the middle rounds that Slav was just taking a shellacking. But it was a good one sided fight. Shabranskyy has some moments, especially in the second and third, the, the first few rounds of the fight. As Barrera was trying to recover from that shot, he got hurt pretty bad in the second round, but he got through the adversity, was able to recover, and he was able to turn the fight back into his favor. That was pretty much the only round I thought he lost. I thought Barrera picked it back up, pretty much won every round except the second round. But it was a good action fight, very good card by Golden Boy on HBO Latino. All the fights were entertaining, all ended in stoppages. There was a lot of action, a lot of toe-to-toe action, a lot of fighting in the pocket, which was this fight. Both guys were landing some big shots. And Barrera Shabranskyy, it was a good light heavyweight scrap, but Barrera showed he was better all around, just a better boxer, better puncher, even as he was constantly hurting Shabranskyy in the fight, and was able to put an end to it in the eighth round. Very good win by Sullivan Barrera. Nice win for main events, as Barrera is their fighter, and Barrera is going to move on to bigger and better things. He's rated by most of the sanctioning bodies. He's in position for another title shot. He's got some experience. He's a good fighter. He's not elite. He's a little too basic But he's a all around a good fighter. He's a strong light heavyweight. He's he can definitely challenge for other world titles or challenge other fighters within the light heavyweight division. Future Kovalev opponent, both for main events. Maybe he become the mandatory in the WBC. Not really interested in the award rematch. Not really. He didn't get embarrassed in that fight, but just got out touched, and he wasn't aggressive enough in the award fight. But I thought maybe he won three rounds in that fight. But he didn't get embarrassed. He didn't get knocked out. And he showed tonight that he's a contender that could challenge for a world title other than Andre Ward. Wouldn't mind seeing him with other guys, a better Biev or Stevenson. He'd be a good opponent for Stevenson. Be a good fight. Good fighter, good win for Sullivan Barrera in a good action fight. And totally trash. Vyacheslav Shabranskyy exposed his trash defense. Shabransky's got to work on that defense, or he will never get to the top. He'll get chinned again in another fight like that if he doesn't improve his defense. But damn, that was a field day for Barrera. I mean, he could practically land any punch on him. Was able to just unload combinations and mostly counter right hands throughout the whole fight. But y'all let me know what you think about the fight. Good card by Golden Boy. And what should be next for Sullivan Barrera? This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.